Good afternoon. In less than an hour, weather permitting, Tim Henman will resume his thrilling Wimbledon semi-final against Goran Ivanisevic. With the whole of Britain seemingly gripped by their match yesterday, the rain came down, with Henman leading by 2-1. If he wins, he'll be the first British man to reach the final since Buddy Austin 63 years ago.
How you feeling, Tim?
So close, but yet still agonisingly far. Tim Henman arrived at Wimbledon this morning only one set away from a place in a final. This has become a daily routine, the rush of Henman fans when the gates open.
He's done the hard work last night, but it's just crossing that winning line.
Very confident. He's going to go out and he's going to absolutely walk it today.
If Henman does win, the final will have a special significance for one centre court steward. David Warwick was there to see the last British finalist in 1938.
If he does the same now, it's after 65 years of being not exactly in the doldrums, certainly don't say that, but not as champions, but to return to that which our wonderful young Tim Henman might be able to do, will be an absolutely epoch-making event for the whole of the tennis world.
By the time that Tim Henman steps out on court, there will be thousands of people on the hill watching the match on a giant screen. If he wins, the celebrations will go on late into the night. James Pearce, BBC News, Wimbledon.
An autopsy carried out on Bhumi Shagaya, the London schoolgirl found dead in a lake in northern France earlier this week, has confirmed that she drowned. Bhumi, who was 11, disappeared on Monday during a school outing to a lake near Dieppe. Prince Charles has given the strongest hint yet that he may one day marry Camilla Parker Bowles. Until now, he has said he has no intention of remarrying, but in an interview for today's Daily Mail, his answer was you can't be certain about anything.
Nearly 2 weeks after the public kiss, which marked a new openness in their relationship, the prince has set tongues wagging about whether he might one day marry his long-term lover. He surprisingly answered a direct question about the possibility of remarriage with an elliptical reply. Will I be alive tomorrow? Who knows what the good Lord has planned? You can't be certain about anything. I don't know. I just think it's important, particularly as I get older, to think about the journey that's coming next.
The question was, are you going to marry? And he's been polite in saying neither yes nor no. All he said is that if you break it all down, the several sentences, it's we live for today and see what tomorrow brings. So he actually hasn't said anything.
The prince's public stance has always been that he has no intention of remarrying, and that position still holds. But the passage of time and the softening of public opinion has led him to acknowledge that it's wise never to say never. Jenny Bond, BBC News.
A major security operation is underway in Northern Ireland ahead of tomorrow's Orange Order March in Portadown, the scene of violent confrontations in previous years. 600 troops moved in during the night to seal off the church at Drumcree from the route leading to the mainly nationalist Gavahi Road. The Orangemen have been banned from marching there by the province's Parades Commission. In rugby union, Australia have beaten the British and Irish Lions 35-14 in Melbourne to level the series 1-1. The Lions fly half, Johnny Wilkinson, was stretchered off with a leg injury. Fullback Matthew Burke went over for the Wallabies' third try in the 65th minute. He also scored 6 penalties and converted one of Joe Roff's tries for a total of 25 of his side's points. Well, there are news bulletins every hour on BBC News 24. I'll be back with more at 5:15 here on BBC One. See you then.
Hello there. I'm sure there's every chance of Tim being back on centre court tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be to finish off his semi-final, but it's going to be a frustrating day at Wimbledon. We've been watching this rain working its way in from the east, getting very close to the Wimbledon area now, and it's going to stick around on and off for much of the day. So any drier interludes, I think, rather unreliable. It's going to be difficult for the ground staff and spectators alike, but much better prospects for Sunday. Looks like they're being generally dry, although perhaps something of a struggle to see much in the way of sunshine. But certainly plenty of heavy rain around today. Many parts of Scotland, England and Wales affected by some heavy and thundery downpours, so that could well lead to localised flooding. Some of the heaviest rain so far has been across North Norfolk, just working its way now across in towards the East Midlands. So I think we've got to have a threat of showers also for the test match. You can see those showers not too far away if we zoom in. So interruptions here as well through the latter part of the afternoon particularly. But Sunday again looking a bit better, I think, should just about get away with a full day's play. But heavy thundery showers, the order of the day for many parts of the Midlands, down across southeast England. Much of Scotland too, seeing that rain that's already there, moving northwards and westwards. Northern Ireland, perhaps one of the few spots that will stay dry right the way through. And also across southwestern parts of England, despite the cloud, I think we will find perhaps some rain edging away and the brightness gradually coming through. If you're trying to escape all the sport this weekend, heading for the music festival at Tea in the Park, not terribly good prospects, I'm afraid. It's not going to rain all the time by any means, but there will be some fairly wet weather from time to time, particularly perhaps during tomorrow. And that cloud and rain is tending to hold the temperatures down a bit, feeling quite fresh in those northerly winds as well, 14 to 16 in many northern areas, giving some brightness in the south, 24, 25 just about possible through the second half of this afternoon. Looking ahead to tonight, well, lots of cloud around, turning quite misty and murky, and still that heavy rain across many central and northern parts of Scotland. Fresher weather all the time, working its way down from the north, so perhaps a little bit more comfortable for sleeping tonight, I think, for many of us, and that'll be the trend over the next few days. Sunday, though, a bit of a slow start, lots of cloud around, quite dull and misty, still some heavy rain for eastern Scotland, down that east coast of England, but some brightness coming through for the afternoon across southwest Scotland, into the Midlands, perhaps the southern parts of England, here temperatures touching 21 or 22. A fairly guaranteed dry day on Monday, but going downhill from Tuesday onwards, cool and showery weather coming in, could even see some gales. That's the weather, enjoy your weekend.